If you've ever left a conversation feeling completely drained, questioning your own worth, this video might just change everything. I'm about to show you the hidden signs that someone is literally feeding off of your self worth, and most people never even see it coming. By the end of this video, you'll have a simple test to spot these energy vampires before they leave you feeling empty and depleted. Hey, beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm passionate about helping you reclaim your power and rebuild your self-worth, especially if you've spent years putting everyone else first. Now, here's what we're going to uncover today. The 3 unmistakable warning signs that someone is draining your energy, specifically to diminish your self-worth. The difference between healthy relationships and toxic energy exchange, and a simple test you can use immediately to protect yourself. But first, let me ask you something that might hit close to home. Have you ever noticed how certain people seem to have this uncanny ability to make you feel small? Not through obvious insults or attacks, but through subtle comments, questions, or behaviors that leave you questioning yourself. If you're nodding yes right now, I want you to drop a heart in the comments because what I am about to share will help you see these patterns with crystal clarity. Let's start with the first warning sign. They consistently redirect conversations back to themselves. But here's the twist. They do it in a way that makes you feel guilty for even sharing. Picture this scenario. You're excited about something good that happened to you, and within minutes, they've either topped your story with something better, minimized your achievement, or made you feel selfish for celebrating. This isn't normal conversation flow. This is strategic energy redirection. Energy vampires who target self-worth have mastered the art of making you feel like you're taking up too much space simply by existing. They might say something like, "That's nice, but," or "You're so lucky, some of us, dot, dot, dot." These phrases seem innocent, but they're designed to make you shrink. They're literally training you to need less, want less, and celebrate less of yourself. The most dangerous part, they often frame this behavior as caring or being realistic. They'll say they're just trying to keep you grounded or help you stay humble. But healthy relationships celebrate your wins and support your growth. If someone consistently makes you feel like you need to dim your light to make them comfortable, that's not love. That's control through energy depletion. Now, before we continue, I need you to think about your most draining relationships right now. Do you have someone in mind? Good. Keep them there because the next sign is going to shock you. Warning sign number 2. They ask questions that seem caring, but are actually designed to make you doubt yourself. These aren't genuine inquiries about your well-being. They're strategic probes that highlight your insecurities. Imagine someone asking, "Are you sure you're making the right choice?" when you're already feeling uncertain? Or don't you think you're being a bit too sensitive when you're trying to express your feelings? These questions aren't meant to help you think more clearly. They're meant to make you question your own judgment and your own intuition. Here's what makes this so insidious. These people have usually spent time studying your vulnerabilities. They know exactly which buttons to push to make you second guess yourself. They might bring up past mistakes right when you're feeling confident, or question your capabilities when you're about to take a risk. The key difference between supportive questioning and manipulative questioning is the underlying energy. Supportive questions help you explore your own thoughts and feelings, but manipulative questions plant seeds of doubt and they make you depend on their validation to feel secure in your own decisions. Energy vampires who target self worth are masters at disguising their attacks as concern. They'll say things like, I'm just worried about you, or I don't want to see you get hurt. But notice how these conversations always leave you feeling less confident, not more prepared or supported. Real support feels empowering. It helps you trust yourself more, not less. If someone's help consistently leaves you feeling smaller or more uncertain, that's not help. That's sabotage disguised as care. Quick pause. If these first two signs are hitting home, please hit the like button so I know that this is resonating with you. And stay with me because the third sign is the most important. The third and most crucial warning sign, they have an uncanny ability to make you feel responsible for their emotional state, while at the same time making you feel guilty for having your own emotions. This is perhaps the most damaging pattern because it trains you to abandon yourself to manage someone else's feelings. They might get upset when you set boundaries, making you feel cruel for having needs, or they'll withdraw their attention when you don't understand the way they want, teaching you that love is conditional on your compliance. Here's the pattern. When you're happy, they find ways to bring you down to their level. When you're struggling, they either make it about them or dismiss your feelings entirely. You end up walking on eggshells, constantly monitoring their moods and adjusting your behavior to keep them stable. The most heartbreaking part is that this dynamic slowly erodes your sense of self. You become so focused on managing their reactions that you lose touch with your own feelings, your own needs, your own desires. Your self-worth becomes tied to their approval, and their approval is always just out of reach. This is where the real damage happens, not just to your energy, but to your fundamental sense of who you are. You start believing that your value depends on how well you can meet their ever-changing expectations. But here's the truth. You're not responsible for anyone else's emotional regulation, and your worth isn't determined by someone else's ability to appreciate you. Now, here's your energy vampire test. After spending time with this person, ask yourself 3 simple questions. First, do I feel more confident and energized or drained and uncertain? Number 2, am I looking forward to our next interaction or dreading it? And number 3, do I feel free to be myself or like I'm performing to earn their approval? Healthy relationships should leave you feeling more like yourself, not less. They should add energy to your life, not deplete it. And they should celebrate your growth and not sabotage it. The beautiful thing about recognizing these patterns is that awareness is the first step to freedom. Once you can see these behaviors clearly, you can start making different choices about where you invest your precious energy. Remember, protecting your energy is not selfish, it is essential. You can't pour from an empty cup, and you cannot build genuine self-worth while allowing others to tear it down. Your energy is sacred, and you have every right to guard it carefully. If this video opened your eyes to patterns you hadn't seen before, I want to help you go deeper. I've created a free resource from my Flourish journal. Flourish is a guided journal that takes you through 5 phases of recovering and rebuilding your self-worth. And you can download phase 1 completely free. The phase 1 free download will help you begin to process these realizations and start rebuilding your self-worth from the inside out. Journaling is one of the most powerful tools for healing from energy draining relationships because it helps you reconnect with your own voice and truth. The link is in the description below and it's completely free because I believe everyone deserves to reclaim their power. Also, if you found this helpful, please share it with someone who might need to hear this message. Sometimes we can see these patterns in our loved ones before they can see it in themselves. Remember, you deserve relationships that nourish you, not drain you. You deserve to have your self worth celebrated, not diminished. And you absolutely have the power to create that reality for yourself. I'm cheering you on every step of the way. I'll see you next week. And until then, protect your energy like the precious resource it is.